Mr. G.V. Prasad, Chairman Dr. Reddy's Lab, Chairman of ISB Board, Mr. Harish Manwani, Mr. Srini Raju, Member of the ISB Executive Board, members of the ISB community, faculty, alumni and staff, families and friends of graduating students, especially spouses and children, and dear students. Good evening, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the PGP class of 2019. Dear students, graduation holds a very special place in everybody's heart. And this is a crowning moment that doesn't come too often and doesn't come soon enough. Heartiest congratulations on behalf of the entire ISB community to you all. We are delighted today to have amidst us Mr. G.V. Prasad, who's the co-chairman and CEO of a company which over a period of time became a worldwide pharmaceutical conglomerate, Dr. Reddy's Lab. Prasad's leadership has been widely recognized in the industry, and rightly so. He was declared India's best CEO in the large company category by Business Today in 2014. He was named the India Business Leader for the year of 2015 by CNBC Asia. And we are all set to experience a very interesting speech following when I get off the podium. But before we get into the context for today, let me digress a little bit and talk about ISB, to talk about you and your achievements and your new responsibilities. Less than 2 decades ago, we started at ISB with 126 students. Today, we have grown tenfold and offer one of the largest and highest quality programs in management education worldwide. We have programs not only in Hyderabad and Mohali, but we have now ventured into Gurgaon, into Mumbai, as well as Bangalore. We are the Indian School of Business. Great institutions have 2 common ingredients. First, great students. Second, wonderful, dedicated faculty. It is the reputation and competence and capabilities of the alumni, your predecessors, and you guys as students that makes ISB one of the most desirable management schools in India and globally. Many faculty who come visiting here especially, they tell me they enjoy teaching so much, that you guys are wonderful students, very interactive, that I'm thinking that because they enjoy teaching so much at ISB, I should charge them a fee for coming to Hyderabad and Mohali. All kidding aside, you guys have done well. Your dedication and that of your predecessors is reflected in the recognition we receive at ISB. Financial Times ranks us 24th worldwide, number 4 in Asia, and number 1 in India. We are also ranked, again by Financial Times, as number 1 in finance and number 1 in entrepreneurship. But the greatest achievement, I believe, is that we have finally received recognition for the positioning that the board developed for you all, for the Indian School of Business, as a post-experience 1-year program. In that particular category, post-experience 1-year program, Wall Street Journal and Times Higher Education have ranked us number 2 in the world. ISBNs have done well post-graduation. Over 500 alums hold the title CXO, Chief something or the other. We consistently, for the last 3 or 4 years, have ranked in the top 3 worldwide in the salary increase 3 years after graduation. This is globally. This year's achievement in placement has been the best ever, with 1,194 offers in the first week alone. As of today, 96.3% of the graduating class is already placed. And of the remaining 31 students, I don't think all of you are looking for jobs either. Congratulations on these results. I know a lot is in your hands, a lot has been achieved with the hard work that you put in, but I saw the placement team pounding the pavement, calling on corporates, calling on alumni to make sure if they recruited 2 last year, to recruit 3 this year. They've done an incredible job, and I want you guys to give a special recognition to the placement team. So while it is wonderful to get good jobs, it is even better to create jobs. I'm delighted to report that over 500 companies have been started by ISBNs, 50 in the last year alone. This makes us one of the most entrepreneurial business schools in India and in the world. After today, you will be taking up different roles, and you will get opportunities to apply your insights that you have earned and learned at ISB in very different situations. And I'm sure that all of you will come out shining. You're going to enter a world that is volatile and prone to disruptions that are both economic and technological. In this context, it is important for all of you to stay connected with ISB, and so we can benefit from your presence as well. So there are 2 dimensions I want you to focus on. One, be an active alum. You have to stay engaged to learn, but you have to stay engaged to contribute to the people who will follow in your tracks as well. Second, upon graduation, our alumni base will increase to over 10,000. Actually, at the end of today, 10,600. This is the fastest any school that I know of has ever gotten to the 10,000 mark. And I really want to congratulate our alumni engagement team for coming up with Project 10K. Project 10K that will engage you in the business of ISB down the line. So, what is it that you can do as part of this trusted network? We need you to come back to ISB with fresh insights and opportunities that need attention. We need you to channel the next generation of ISB students. If the 10,000 alums will send us one wonderful new student every 10 years, I think the path at ISB is very, very secure in the path of excellence. Do get involved in our research centers and institutes, and do help ISB executive education execute at higher levels. One of the key challenges that we face, and one of the areas that we will invest in considerably, will be ISB's own digital transformation. Please do get involved in that. Many of you will end up with tech companies, and we want you to come back and be engaged in the digital transformation out here. In short, I'm asking you to take ownership of your own school. Let me now turn to the second ingredient of ISB success. The success of ISB programs is because of the faculty who work in day in and day out, bring new ideas and insights into the classroom. I'm sure you will be missing the faculty, and I'm sure the faculty will be missing the graduating students. Many of you do recognize the excellence in the classroom, but many of you may not be aware of the quality of ideas that have come from the faculty. We are ranked, again, #1 in India, but number 88 globally in research rankings, something called the UT Dallas Research Rankings. However, these rankings are based on a total bean count. With 51 residential faculty, we had a very small group competing with colleges that had 200, 250 faculty. So somebody did an analysis on the per capita productivity of faculty globally. ISB comes in #2 outside of North America. And to take on the world, we are bringing in 20 new faculty, so our bench strength will be up to 70 starting in July. So really, faculty, thank you for all that you do for us. It's a really wonderful team, both the student team and the faculty team, for me to be engaged in. Now turning back to you, where do you go next? You know, you have been a very select group that has experienced what few in the world would even dream of. You're very lucky, you're very capable, you're amongst the best and brightest, and you've been given a wonderful opportunity. One of the things we have at ISB is awesome diversity, despite the fact that about 70% of you are engineers. Now let me explain why despite the fact. We have engineers who have worked for NGOs. We have engineers who have worked in entertainment. We have engineers who are poets. And we have an engineer who is also very well versed in Shairi. We have engineers who have worked with FMCG companies in manufacturing and have design experience. And we have engineers who are women. Now, let me get on gender diversity. With 34% of your class, being women, we rank the highest in gender diversity amongst management schools in India. In the new batch coming in, we have gone from 34 to 38%, and we will soon get to 40%. And if there is any doubt, I want you all to know, and I guess you already know, but I'm going to save the announcement to Professor Ram Tirumalai. Both the ISB gold medalist and the chairman's all-rounder are women. So guys, please buck up. You have worked hard to get into ISB. You have worked even harder, and I understand, played yet harder at ISB. Suddenly you will notice that you have a huge void in your life, and time will hang heavy in your hands. You might become pests to your family. So find ways to use this time innovatively. As leaders in a challenging and a dynamic environment, you will need to grow every day, every year. And you will be given some responsibilities that you will have to live up with. I'm a student of history, and I looked at the kinds of things leaders such as Mahatma Gandhi or Abdul Kalam have said, or even the younger leaders today. And they all say the same thing. To be a leader, to be leading, you have to have a vision of the future. You can't lead by following the past. So you have to have a vision for the future, and therefore you have to imagine the future, and you have to figure out how you're going to get to the future. Second, we've all faced lots of problems. Leaders somehow find ways to identify problems that are worth solving. All right? So you'll have many hurdles come, but pick and choose those hurdles where you can make a contribution. Third, everybody's talking about the only constant is change. Well, what that means is that you have to learn. You have to be ambidextrous, solve this problem today and that problem tomorrow. But another thing you will find is that in order to lead, you will have to learn how to teach. It'll be your responsibility to teach people who will be working with you and for you, and you will have to lead them, through that mechanism. Fourth, you have to challenge the status quo, and you have to overcome the limitations, and you, to manage change, have to become the change. The final one, and on this one, Harish, I'm afraid I've stolen your line. And you cannot be a leader without having followers. And in order to have followers, you really need to inspire people. So your dedication, your focus on doing the right things right is what is going to inspire people. And we are really looking forward to your doing just that. Remember, you will be the flag bearers of our reputation, and our reputation is going to be on your shoulders. Continue to adhere to the same standards of excellence that you have learned at ISB. Carry forward the spirit of enterprise that your predecessors have so successfully practiced. Do all this with the utmost integrity, humility, and kindness. Share your good fortune with others that are less fortunate. For our part, we promise to support all your efforts in this important task. Remember that even though you are graduating from here today, this is still your home. As much as today is a celebration of you and what you have accomplished, none of this would have been possible with the strong support that you have received from others. Your parents, husbands, wives, partners, sisters and brothers, uncles, aunts, cousins and friends who have nurtured you. So please be encouraged by their investment in you. Please give back to the family. Please give back to society. Give back to ISB. Finally, once again, I would like to congratulate you and your families and my best wishes for the future. Good luck and God bless. Thank you.